You create your own heaven and hell every single day. I know that might sound dramatic, but hear me out. This morning, maybe someone cut you off in traffic, or your boss sent that email, or you saw something on social media that made your blood boil. In that moment, what happened in your body? Your chest tightened, your jaw clenched. Your thoughts started racing with all the things you wanted to say back. That's what hell feels like. And you created it, not the other person, not the situation. You. Let me tell you about Marcus. He's a guy I know who used to be angry all the time. Road rage, office politics, family drama. He was constantly fighting some battle in his head. One day, stuck in traffic again, cursing at the car in front of him, something clicked. He realized he was doing this to himself. The other driver wasn't thinking about him at all, probably didn't even know he existed. But here Marcus was, alone in his car, creating his own personal torture chamber. That was his moment, his sword in the air moment. He could keep swinging, keep feeding the anger, keep building that hell in his mind. Or he could put the sword down. He chose to put it down, not because he became some enlightened master overnight, but because he got tired of burning himself with his own rage. Here's what I've learned. Hell isn't a place you go to when you die. Hell is what happens in your mind when you let anger, resentment, and reactivity take over. And heaven? Heaven is what opens up when you step back from that reactive place and choose something different. Think about a time when someone was really getting under your skin. Maybe they were being rude or inconsiderate or just plain wrong. You felt that familiar fire building up inside, the urge to fight back, to prove your point, to show them who they're dealing with. But what if, in that moment, you paused? What if instead of immediately reacting, you took a breath and asked yourself, do I want to create heaven or hell right now? Because that's the choice you're always making. In every moment, with every reaction, the person who cut you off in traffic isn't creating your hell. Your reaction to being cut off is creating your hell. Your annoying coworker isn't ruining your day. Your decision to let their behavior consume your thoughts is ruining your day. That comment on social media isn't making you angry. Your choice to engage with it, to feed it, to let it loop in your mind is making you angry. I'm not saying this is easy. We're wired to react. It's how we survived as a species. Threat appears, we fight or flee. But most of the things that trigger us today aren't actual threats. They're just inconveniences, disappointments. People being people, and we're still reacting like our lives are in danger. Here's what changes everything. The moment between trigger and reaction. That split second where you have a choice. React automatically and create hell, or pause and choose something different. In that pause lives all your power. You can't control what other people do. You can't control traffic or weather, or the 1,000 small annoyances of daily life. But you can control how you respond to them. And your response creates your experience. When you choose patience over irritation, you open a gate to heaven. When you choose understanding over judgment, you step into paradise. When you choose presence over reactivity, you free yourself from hell. This isn't about being passive or letting people walk all over you. Sometimes you need to set boundaries. Sometimes you need to speak up. But you can do those things from a centered place instead of a reactive one. You can respond instead of react. You can act from wisdom instead of wounds. The samurai in the old story learned this lesson with a sword in his hand. But you can learn it in your car, at your desk, in your living room. Every moment offers you the same choice he faced. Create hell through reactivity, or choose heaven through awareness. Watch yourself today. Notice when someone or something triggers you. Feel that familiar heat rising, that urge to strike back or strike out. And in that moment, remember you have a choice. You can pick up the sword of anger and swing it wildly, cutting yourself in the process. Or you can pause, breathe, and choose something different. Choose the response that creates peace instead of conflict. Choose the thought that opens space instead of closing it down. Choose the action that builds bridges instead of burning them. This is how you create heaven in your daily life. Not by avoiding all difficult people and situations, but by changing how you meet them. Not by controlling the world around you, but by taking responsibility for the world within you. Tonight, as you let go of the day, notice if your mind wants to replay any conflicts, any moments where someone triggered you. Instead of rehearsing what you should have said or planning what you'll say next time, just notice. Notice how holding on to anger feels in your body, how it creates tension and suffering. And then, gently, put down the sword. Let go of the need to be right, the urge to get even, the desire to make them understand. Choose peace over being right. Choose freedom over the false satisfaction of righteous anger. This is the gate of paradise. Always available, always just one choice away.